What's up, YouTube fans? Today, we're going to take a look at something really unique. These are the TFCon exclusive versions of MMC Sphinx, which is their version of a Masterpiece Mirage. So we have looked at Sphinx on this channel before, not only the original figure, but we also did comparisons with the other Mirages. I have since switched over to the Transform Element, but this is still one of the best Mirages, probably the best Mirage you can get out there other than the Transform Element. However, we have all sorts of repaints and recolors here. Now, this was sent to me by Dr. Diecast. He's a big fan of Mirage, so he's over time collected these. And he mentioned he was going to send it to me, but I think he was trying to get 2 of each, and now we've got 2, so I don't have to transform it, which is great. So we will look at each of these individually, just to give you a close-up how they look. But obviously together, I mean, what an awesome set. They look really cool. So we'll start off, we'll work our way from oldest to newest, and we'll cover each one in depth. So let's start off with the story of Sphinx and kind of the releases. I'm going to go in chronological order here. So in 2015, the original PS-01 Sphinx, the first in the Perfection series line, which has now come to be, their masterpiece line, was the original Sphinx. And I'll put an image up here so you can see what it looked like. And that was 2015. 2016, we got this guy, their red Liger or Diaclone version of Mirage. So you can see pretty much everything that was blue on the original, that dark blue is now red. All the same tampos and logos. The white is still white. The blue lines were replaced by this red lines. And pretty much the same, very similar to the original release. Now they did change the head sculpt, so you can see you've got that Liger style head sculpt, which was the Diaclone version. That looks really nice. And they gave him basically the same weapons, the silver gun and the black shoulder cannon with the chromed out missile. So pretty cool. This one is actually very hard to get because they didn't make a lot of them and they were just not readily available. I don't believe this was a TFCon exclusive, but maybe just limited production run. So that was 2016. All right, next up is the PS-01S Stealth Sphinx, which was a TFCon Toronto 2016 exclusive. This is number 91 out of 500. So they called him Stealth. And this was one that I really thought was cool looking. I never got a hold of it. I always wanted to take a look at it. And I'm so happy that Dr. Diecast decided to send this to me so I could take a look at it. But here is the vehicle mode. It just is very impressive. So they decided to do it in this half clear, half original colors with this orangish, whitish fading, color fading away. Of course, if you don't remember, Mirage could disappear in the show. He had the cloaking and he could disappear. So this is him kind of halfway disappeared, which is really cool. They did take the wheels and color them in this translucent white rubbery plastic. On this side, you got the original wheels. Pretty cool looking. They even put some of that orange here on inside of the wheel. Then here's the robot mode. Same thing, you can see he's kind of faded, so he's half disappeared up to here. The head has that translucent color there. They also did the weapons in translucent with a little bit of orange on there. So both of them look really nice. All right, next we have the TFCon Chicago 2016 exclusive. So this is also PS-01S. From Chicago, number 254 out of 500. And because of the success of the previous exclusive, they did it again, this time in a blue fade. So here's the Toronto one, which the orange fade. This one they did blue. Of course, they did the other half, so they did this side instead of this side. And that looks really cool. I like the way they did it. This time they left the head disappeared here, so he's got the original looking head there. But the rest of the body is kind of clear. It looks really neat. So another really cool, unique exclusive that they did. And then next up we have the PS-01R Sphinx Regenesis, or what we know as the G2 version of Mirage. And this was also available at a TFCon, but it wasn't TFCon exclusive because you could buy it online. Really cool little paint job. It's got an alligator here, or crocodile, whichever that is. Number 188. It's colored like watermelon. A lot of people call this the watermelon Sphinx or whatever. It is very unique. It's very cool. So obviously they've changed the color scheme here with the pink and green. And you got the little, what are those? I guess those are scales from the crocodile. But pretty cool. We'll get this transformed into robot mode, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like. And there is Watermelon Sphinx in the robot mode. I don't know. This face sculpt is just very, very strange. It's just kind of odd, but it is unique. I'll say that. I think this one definitely looks better in the vehicle mode than it does in the robot mode. The robot mode's just kind of odd looking, but definitely G2 all the way. Very G2. And lastly, we have the TFCon 2019 exclusive from Reston, Virginia. That's actually the last TFCon that I've been to, and actually the last one that took place. And this was the exclusive there. Now, I wasn't able to get a hold of this. I actually tried, but they ran out, so I didn't end up getting it. But here's the vehicle mode. I really like the look of this. You got the teal here on the side, all blacked out, translucent driver there. Black tires, gold, black and gold theme here. Pretty cool looking. And then here's the actual robot mode. I like the mix of purple and black and teal on this. It just really turned out nice. Got some paint here on the hip skirts. Here's the back. Really clean looking bot. I love the way it looks. Now you did get an extra face sculpt. You get this Sphinx looking face, and that is the same as the face we get with this guy here. Just repainted, obviously, in the gold and black scheme. So you can make him really look like a Sphinx. Now this one had very unique packaging compared to the previous. You got it in this, basically, you know, like a pharaoh in, you know, a mummy. You can see he's inside the little, I forgot what these things are called, but anyway, he comes with this bubble, so you can kind of see his head in there. So that's really neat. And there they all are one more time just to see them together. Now there is another fabled version, which is a all clear version. It was only 8 of them made. I've heard this through several people, basically the owners of MMC, plus a few people here and there. And I've never seen it. I've never actually held it or seen it or know anybody that owns it, but it does exist. So maybe one day someone will get a hold of that and send it to me and we'll check it out. But for the meantime, here are all the Sphinxes other than the standard version, which we've reviewed on this channel before. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.